let me try this one more time. Dee Dee sent me a help video. Let's see if it made any. Let's see what happened here. Let me try this one more time. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I'm trying to get set up here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. Let me message everybody, tell them I'm live. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm just kind of, I'm letting folks know that I'm live. I'm messaging Dee Dee and telling her it worked. All right, now let me message the other folks and tell them I'm here. Let's see. Did anybody find me? Did anybody find me? Top chat, live chat. One person found me. Okay, I'm messaging folks here. Let me go to the Meri Atelier and to the group and say, it worked. It worked. I'm live. Bless her heart. Bless Dee Dee's heart. Hi, Ellie K. Hi, Nina. Yeah, it was an auto rotate setting. But you know, they've been messing with my auto rotate. The auto rotate, when I pull down the screen, you know, on your phone, you pull it down. I'm lover. I'm live. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask here. Where's the post on this? Post. All right. I've done what I can do as far as telling people I'm live. I'm just going to go ahead. Bless her heart, Dee Dee. I am so thankful for you, lady. Hi, Mina. Hi, Allie K. I was really frustrated. I've been a little frustrated all for the last 2 months. I've been frustrated. Hi, Dee Dee. Oh, bless your heart. Let me fix the quality on this. I'm wishing you all a happy Memorial Day, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let's see if I can zoom in a little too here. I'm got happy mail to open. You guys have been so good to me. Let's see, how is that? I have to wait for my tablet to catch up. I've got a shirt on here. We took flowers down to my mother's and dad's grave today. My brother and I did. Our peonies are blooming. They're so pretty. We took flowers down there, and it was really windy. The cemetery is out on the edge of town, and it doesn't have the windbreaks, you know, so the wind comes whipping down the plain over the prairie. And I had just cut peonies and put them in a quart jar, and I knew they wouldn't last forever, but the wind just blew it right over. So my brother, bless his heart, the stone has a little cement setting and a little hole in there where you can put flowers, and we had artificial flowers in there. And they had blown out, and I put them back in, and then I put the jar of water right in front. Well, we got back in the car, and the wind had already blown the jar of water with the flowers of it over. So my brother went out there, dumped out the water, and took the flowers and poked them in the hole with the artificial ones, and they're not going to last. I doubt if they'll be even there tomorrow. But I said, "What'd you dump out?" He's deaf. My brother's deaf, and he doesn't hear me very well. I have to yell at him even when he's wearing his hearing aid. And I said, "You should have put the water in the little hole thing, and it would have kept." "Oh, well, it's the thought that counts." He's going, "They're just bones down there anyway." I guess, well, that's true. It is the thought that counts. But, so now I'm zoomed in a little too much, aren't I? But I do have some things to show you. I think probably it's over with now, probably. I haven't seen, but Johnny Junk Journal Shop was on earlier, and she was selling ledgers and little books, and she and her husband went someplace, and they ended up in Nashville to where the American Pickers have a building there. They also have a building in Iowa too, I believe. And I think Tanya was there in Iowa. But Johnny brought home all these ledgers and little books of little tiny, small books. She called them mini books of, I guess it was it Carnegie art showing? I can't remember, but they were all dated, in the early 1900s. And her first auction, I mean, it's really competitive there. Those gals that go to Johnny's auctions, they're not messing around. They want stuff. And I bid on it, and I got outbid. And so right at the very end, I said, I'm putting in my limit. I had a budget. I said I can only spend so much. And it hit the 30-second mark, and I got outbid in the 30-second mark. And I think Johnny gave it, she always gives it a little lag time issue in there. And I got right before she put in the stop. And so I won it. So, and I was really happy. It's a ledger. And I said, that's it. I can't buy anymore. So that was my, and I don't know if she's still on or not. Hi, everybody that's come in. Hi, Becky. Yeah, Becky, I've been having, thanks to Dee Dee Willingham. Bless her heart. Dee Dee's right there. She says, I know what she's doing wrong. I'll just send her the link to this video. And of course, after I complained and blamed YouTube and blamed Samsung and blamed both companies for, I do think Samsung was messing with their auto rotate though. I guess I can retract my YouTube you messed up. But I went out and I watched that video and I did exactly what the video said to do. And then I tried it and here I am. So, hi, Barbie. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kathy. Becky's here. Becky did a thrift haul. I have to go out and watch it. Becky, she also showed her little dresses that she's making. They're so cute. They're so cute. Let's see, what else did I do? I had to go to town the other day because I had to go to the bank and pay bills. And I did a thrift haul and I bought some books off of Marketplace. And boy, did I get a bargain for altered books. And not only for altered books, I have a nice conversation with the lady that's selling them. And this one book is really cool. I'll have to show it to you. But let's open Happy Mail. I haven't been on for about a week. I have to tell you guys, if you watched my other frustrating videos prior to this one, you'll see how I felt all week. You'll see, here's the thing. I was out working in the yard, and I was cutting down weeds, and this pickup stopped, and a young man got out and come up and said, are you looking for somebody to mow your yard? And I said, well, you'll have to talk to my brother because he'll be the one that pays him. I said, it wasn't ready to be mowed yet. And I said, you watch for him. He sits on the front porch and you come talk to him. I said, wait a few days because the grass needs to grow a little taller. I just mowed it a few days ago. And that was a couple days ago. Well, I was sitting in my recliner and I heard him talking to somebody outside, and I had the front door open and I went out there and he was talking to another young man. And I went out there and said, that's not the same guy. I think I made that other guy really uncomfortable. Young man, that I have to give him, kudos. And, I'd like to support him because, here they're just young boys trying to earn some summer money. And, I was there when I was that age, between 12 and 15. You can't really, you're not able to, for labor laws, to have a full-time job. You just have to go around and scrape up what you can. And I'd like to help them out. But I said, now what are you going to do? You got two of them. So this afternoon I told my brother, I said, he just took the number of the guy, and same deal, it wasn't quite ready to mow yet. And he said, I'll call you when it's ready. And I told my brother today, I said, I'll mow it. I just said, I'll mow it. So we'll see what happens with that. I kind of hesitate to have those young guys mow it. I know they're on a rider mower, but my brother pulled out a bunch of trees when he moved here. And so there's kind of dips in the ground. And, I cringe because I know those young guys probably do not have any casualty insurance if something would happen, and my brother would probably, if something happened with me, I just have to suffer. So that kind of put me on edge. But I have been to the library and I checked out some more books. I finished reading 2 books this week. So I watched Dee Dee the other day. She was showing, I had that Sunday night, we had that podcast chat about journals. And then Monday, Dee Dee shared a whole bunch of journals and that she had of art journalers that I had never really heard of. They were kind of, and I was thinking, yeah, they were probably, I've done art all my life, but I really was not into art journaling until probably, maybe the early 2000s. Even though I think I had my blog, The Merry Wanderer, which is no longer there, but I was doing needlework charts then. But I wasn't online. I didn't, kind of like tonight, I didn't have the capability to go online. Oh, hi, Melody. Yeah, I'm here after several. I'll have to go out and delete those others because I know I was not a happy camper. So that's kind of how my life has been going. I'm good, but I'm kind of grumpy. And you guys, you just would not want to just watch those other videos and you'll see how grumpy I have been lately. I don't know how my brother puts up with me. But we drove down, and it's probably about 30 miles down there, maybe a little bit more, to where my folks are buried, to the little town where they lived. Well, they didn't live in that town, but the cemetery's in that town. And I was so sad because I'm glad I got pictures of it. The gate going into the cemetery, something happened. They either pulled it down or it toppled over. It looks like the ruins of the Roman, pre-Roman ruins is what it looks like. It's all toppled over. It's so sad to see it there because it was really a neat entrance going into it was an archway going into the cemetery. And then on Memorial Day, they have this whole lane of flags. Well, they still had the flags, but that was like a Roman ruins on the ground. Dee Dee is amazing, isn't she? Dee Dee, I just about turned off both phones and went in there and picked up my book again. But all right. So this cartoon was in the paper yesterday. This is The Family Circus by Bill Keane, Keane. And Keane is, or was, the married name of my aunt, my brother's sister, Keane. Wonder if he's any relation. Anyway, this is The Family Circus, and I love these little cartoons. Let me show this one because it's so cute. It says, "Can we stop to buy some crayons on the way home, Mom?" Look at, they're in an art gallery. "Let's stop and buy some crayons." And I'm going, go for it, kids. I'll put that in my journal. I have some cards here, some mail here that came several days ago, but I haven't been online. This one is from Danny Coleman. Now, Danny Coleman, bless her heart, I haven't written to thank her for it yet because I wanted to show it first. I had, in Fib Diggity, I have a special area in the messenger group where you can go off, and I just started it, well, probably last month. I'm looking for a letter opener here, where I can do special events for people. And Danny Coleman's birthday was April 25th. And she was kind of she didn't know it, she was my guinea pig. And so the group started out as one group, just an announcement group of, I posted and said, if you're interested in participating, if we want to do a special event area for various people, depending on what comes up. And several people signed up. Well, it turned into a chat group, which was okay with me because I like chat. And but there were a lot of people who signed up for it who didn't sign up for the chat. So I split it off between a chatty group and a quiet, just announcement group. And I'm only going to do this for special occasions, so it isn't going to be like a monthly thing. It will be when the mood strikes me, or when I think, somebody needs some encouragement, or, like if their husband passes away or something like that. But I chose Danny Coleman because her birthday was coming up. And when I did that, I fell and hurt my arm. And so everybody else sent her cards, and I didn't get one sent to her. I feel so bad. But I've been working on these, and these are, I haven't got them sent yet. There's a whole nother story with these. I made one for Arlene. This is Arlene's. And I kept saying I wasn't going to say who the other one was for. Well, the other one is for, this is Arlene's. The other one is for Danny Coleman, and I'm going to say that now so you all know. And I'm sending my tatted butterflies. Now I have some yellow ones too. I'm going to work more on these. I've got 2 clusters and 2 butterflies, and I might put a yellow butterfly in here. So the other one that I made, let me put the bobby pin. The bobby pin won't go with, well, I might do an embellishment. We'll see. I kind of got delayed. This other one is going to go to Danny Coleman because I'm just catching up with myself, you guys. I tell you, I've been in, I don't know, this weird zone lately. But Danny Coleman sent a card here, and she sent a little ATC. She says, just a quick note to say hi. I want to keep in touch. Learning my life after hubby's retirement. Ha 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 ha. I catch you when I can, Danny. So I'm sure she sent this because, and I don't know what kind of mail she got. I told the folks when they join the group, I do not add them to the group. I do not invite people. I invited them in my Facebook group saying, if you want to do something like this, let me know, post below, and I will add to whichever group you want to be in, the quiet group or the chatty group. And so I told him when I do a special event like this, it's up to you whether you want to join. If you join, it's up to you whether you get it out or not. I'm not going to pester anybody because I know myself. I have good intentions that I have trouble making. Now, Sharon Lombard, this is from Sharon Lombard, bless her heart, and I owe her a Christmas giveaway. She's going to get one of these too, but one of those cards too, but I have to make it. I have to make some more cards. But let's see, she sent me some Happy Mail here. So I'm opening Happy Mail. Let's see if I can get this envelope opened here. So my other saga is I went to Dollar Tree yesterday. Looks like she's sending me some bits and pieces, which is good. I'm wanting these. Oh, look at this. Bless your heart, Sharon. Bless your heart. Look, she sent me these ephemeras. Oh. Let's see, do I have this right side up? I think I do. I'm not sure on that one. Oh, these are wonderful, Sharon. An ATC here. And she says, hi, Meri. I have those Pennsylvania Dutch cards and thought I would send you one and some extra stuff to play with. She saw me doing, Dee Dee Willingham had sent me a book on fracture art, which is, in this case, it's all Pennsylvania Dutch. And that's where I got these birds out of, and I did a flower for my journal. I want to do more of these, but I may not get to it tonight. But when I did fracture art before, Sharon had posted and said that I think it was her father. Her father had Pennsylvania Dutch background. Look, she sent me all this. And she sent me a Pennsylvania Dutch card, which I'm getting down to here. She sent me, these are, looks like they're vellum. Oh, ephemeras. Thank you so much, Sharon. See, you guys, I do not deserve you guys. I can't keep up with all the good stuff you guys send me. I've been in such a rotten mood lately. I've been in such a rotten mood. You guys, you wouldn't want to be around me. And welcome to everybody that's come in and come back. And here's the Pennsylvania Dutch card. Let me hold this up closer. No woman, it says no woman can be happy with less than 7 to cook for. Oh, looky. Ooh, I might do some of these. Maybe I'll do some of these for Sharon and do her a card like I did for Danny and Arlene, which I need to get sent off. This is awesome, Sharon. Thank you so much. You guys, you're just such a blessing to me. Oh, but the blessings aren't over with. This came today from Laura Vasquez. And Laura had sent me this. She sent me a tiny attacher. She sent me some fine art glitter glue. And she sent me seeds, flower seeds. And I tell you, she just sends me stuff. And it says mail that makes you happy. I crossed out the addresses here. Look, she spent almost $7 to send this. And look at this wonderful paper. This is going to become an art journal page. I'll put this in my May art journal, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Shall we? And I'll probably just do my thrift haul and my book haul. And since I've had so much trouble and have convinced myself I'm totally frustrated, I probably won't be on long tonight. I want to get back into my schedule. I've still got yard work to do. I bought some more marigolds for under our window. And I bought some sun impatiens, and I want a daylily. I bought a daylily off the some daylily bulbs off of the marketplace, Facebook marketplace last year, but they just didn't come up. So I bought one that's already blooming from Menards, and I got to get those things planted. We had a beautiful rain last night. A beautiful, beautiful rain last night. Oh, I can see already art journal. Let's see, is there more in there, or is that just that's the thickness? This is going to be, this might become the cover, because I see art journal here. I see art journal. This might become my June art journal. Look at this. Look at this. This might become my June desk journal. She sent me double-sided tape. Oh, I love her. That's the other story. Look at all this. She sent me, I love you, Laura. She sent me 6 of them. Bless her heart. I love you. I love you. I went to Dollar Tree yesterday looking for double-sided tape. And the last time I was there, they didn't have it. And I thought, well, maybe they got it in. Well, our Dollar Tree, it looks like management, it had changed to a much bigger store. And, it was doing really nice. But they changed management, and things have really gone downhill. And I asked, there was a lady there arranging stuff on the counter, and I'll tell you, she was not putting her heart into it at all. And I said, do you have dollar? I said, she asked me if I needed any help. And I said, yeah, I'm looking for, she sent me 5 of them. No, she sent me 6 of them. I told her, I said, I'm looking for 2 things. I'm looking for double-sided tape. They got the foam mount tape, and they got 2 racks of it. But do you think that they got, because I buy at least 5 when I go, so I probably clear out their inventory in 2 trips. But I'm going to have to start ordering it, I guess, online. But the lady that had asked me, and I said, I want envelopes in a box, just plain envelopes, 4x6 envelopes, because we're going to need some pretty soon. And the business envelopes, they're not to be found. And she said, well, if they're not over in stationery, we don't have them anymore. And I said, well, how about parchment paper and wax paper? If they're not there, we don't have them. They're not there. I'm going, even their wax paper is gone. And she's, I kind of said, well, those are the things that I really come in here for. And she said, we've been shorthanded lately. And I'm going, I wonder why. And she said, we've got all those boxes, and they unpack their boxes in the front of the store where they blow up their balloons. And she said, who knows? She said, they could be back there in those boxes, but we just haven't had them unpacked yet. And she says, I don't know where they are. And, I guess if I were her boss, I would say, you go over there and start unpacking those boxes and start stocking some of this stuff, And, she was doing mindless stuff, rearranging stuff on the rack that was already hung up and priced and whatever. And I'm going, okay, I'm not her boss. I was disappointed. Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Is this a hidden paper clip? I got to see what this is. It feels like it might be it is. It's a powerful magnet or something. Yeah, it's a magnet. I think there's a magnet in there. I think these are, I'll have to have, I think these are magnetized. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to ask her. I don't want to bend them all open not knowing. That they look like page, because they're for your pages, to clip onto your pages, I think. Oh, these are wonderful, Laura. That's beautiful, beautiful work. So I got a few things at Dollar Tree. I got some plant fertilizer, those Job's plant sticks. I stick those in my hanging baskets. I would use the mixed fertilizer, but it'd drain right through. So you know, I tried to be nice after that. And I left and I said, well, I'll go over to Dollar General. They'll have them, especially the envelopes. I don't think Dollar General sells this type of double-sided tape. They sell that double-sided tape that I call low adhesive. It's not a strong adhesive, the Dollar General stuff. But I thought, well, at least they'll have envelopes. You know, I just want a box of envelopes. And not to be found. I'm going, why is it I can't find envelopes? I went to Walmart and they're A6. Now, this was not yesterday, but a few days ago when we went. Well, I guess it was probably last week. The A6 imitation style box of them cost almost $8 or $9. I think it was like $8.98 or $8.23. And I said, I'm not paying that much. I don't care if they are self-stick. I'm not paying that much for a box of envelopes. I'll go home and make them. So that's one reason why I don't have these sent, is I'm going to have to make envelopes for them. And I'm going to make them out of wallpaper, because I've got wallpaper there that I can use. So, Laura, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for these. I'm going to keep these out, put one of these in my May journal. And these will probably go in my June journal. June is coming up. This is the last weekend in May. And I've got 6 packages of double-sided tape, thanks to Laura Vasquez. And Pennsylvania Dutch card from Sharon Lombard, and a wonderful note card from Danny Coleman. So thank you guys for the happy mail. You brighten my day. Let me tell you, you brighten my day. I'm going to put this stuff up here on my card because I'll be using that. So, I'm not going to be on long tonight. Did I see Meri 2 come in? Let me look at chat. Let me get my tea out here. Open the card, Meri. Oh, open the card. Did I not open the card? Was there a card to open? Wait a minute. This is Sharon's. Wait. Which? Oh, it's here. Oh, wait. Here it is. This is the card. I thought that was another book thing. Laura, you do beautiful, beautiful art. You do beautiful art. Just look at that. Well, if I get it in frame. Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Open the card. Oh, no. She sent me some money. Look, she sent me money to get more double-sided tape. She sent me $8. Oh, no, she sent me $18. Wow. Sharon, you just, man, lady. Oh, I missed it, didn't I? I'll put this in the, well, you know what, you guys? Here's the thing. I'll tell you secretly because you came in. Next month on the 16th, June this, or is it the 13th? I have to check. It's either the 13th or the 16th will be my 10-year anniversary. And I'm thinking of doing a special giveaway. I was saving up the money that you guys had gifted me through PayPal and super chats and all of that. I was saving it up, but then I had to have that cataract operation. And I want to thank you guys so much because I used that money to help pay my doctor bills. My doctor bills came to just about $5,000. And it didn't cover the whole cost of it. I'm still paying, I think I got about $100 after this month to pay, and I can pay that off next month. And I'll have a little left over. And I budget myself to pay off my monthly bills, and I budget myself, like I went to Lori's the other night, and I went to Johnny's tonight, but I had to leave. I had to leave Johnny because I knew I would spend every last penny I had if I could over at Johnny's. So, but what I'm thinking is for my 10-year anniversary, I'm going to have a stream. And if I can get it up and going, if I have this kind of trouble that I did tonight, but I can't do the huge amount of what you guys have sent me over the last 10 years, but I can do something. And I think I'm going to do it online, and I'm going to do it for folks that come. I'm not going to announce a time. I mean, I'll say it'll be a live stream, and I may just kind of give a hint, but even inside the live stream, I want to do it for folks who actually come. I might drop a link into Fibdiggity or into one of the chat announcement groups so that the people who are in my groups don't miss it. But what I'm getting at there is I don't want somebody to come in who does not attend regularly and just for the prizes. And I want to make them nice prizes. Right now I'm just thinking Amazon gift cards, and I'm debating whether to do a couple large ones or do several smaller ones and spread it out. And I want to do something to thank you guys for the last 10 years. It's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride, and I'll say flat out, the only reason I'm on YouTube is because of you, the community. I'm not here to make money. I'm not a business. I'm not here to sell my art. I have trouble giving it away because I have trouble sending off Happy Mail. You guys have been a blessing to me over the years. You have gotten me through some really rough times, and you've been my. I've been through some rough times over the last 10 years in my personal life, and not so much health-wise. Health-wise has been pretty good so far on my desk. But, I call myself the reluctant retiree. Then COVID hit, and, then I've had several differences of opinion with different people even in our art group that's kind of set me on edge, and I'm sure it set them on edge too. In my heart, I don't hold a grudge against anybody, but it's just, it happens because I think we all have a right to our opinions, and I have a right to mine just as much as you have a right to yours. But so that's kind of affected my attitude a little, and I'm trying to get over it. But you guys have generally, some of you out there have stayed my friend, even though we don't agree on everything. And I'll just come right out and say it. I hope she's listening because I treasure her friendship, and that's Becky. Becky McCauley and I do not agree on everything, and there are some things that we definitely don't agree on, but we do, she treats me like, and I hope I treat her the same way, that, we don't agree, but we can still be friends. I respect you for who you are. I don't expect you to be who I think you should be. And she stayed my friend through all the thick and thin of it. And that's the type of friendship that I really value. So Becky, bless your heart out there. Becky goes, I've got to watch her latest video. She finds all these really cool things at the thrift store. All this cool fabric, and she doesn't find just a little snippet. She finds yards of fabric. And she makes all these project dress-a-girl dresses, and she does wonderful, wonderful art. I've done several projects with her. We used to go on live and do these pick tens and dirty dozens and all that. It's been quite a ride. But probably next month sometime. What I'm getting at, I'm kind of wandering off in my chatter here. Next month sometime, and I'll try to let you guys know. And then, if you think there's somebody in the group who is kind of not really on Facebook or anything, I don't want to post it online on the community tab, because like what I said, I like people, I like new people coming in, but I want what I do. I'm still deciding what I'm going to do. I want it to go to people who have supported me and have been here for me. And most of you that are in here have. So 10 years on YouTube. And I still vent on YouTube. So bless your heart. Let's see what's going on in chat. Let me refresh it again. I went down a rabbit hole. And I'm still deciding what I'm going to do there. And I might include some little things. I might carve some erasers. I don't know when I'll get that done or if I'll get it done. But just as the thing of it is, I don't want to make promises because promises are hard for me to keep lately. Let's see. Becky said, we all have our bad days. Yeah, we do. And, I have my share of them. I'm not a perfect person, and I know that. But also, I don't feel like I should have to give up who I am to suit somebody else. And if I feel strongly about something, I'll stand my ground. But, the thing of it is, and like what I've said about Becky, is she's been my friend regardless. She may not agree with everything, but yet she's still, she's been my friend. And that's okay. That's kind of what sisters should be. They, there's that Bible verse in Proverbs, and don't ask me to quote the reference because I can't, but iron sharpens iron. I learned from you guys, and you guys, I hope, learned something from me. We sharpen each other. You guys sharpen me all the time. Meri, you're doing it all wrong. Aw. Let's see. Dee Dee's here. Allie K is here. Becky's here. Cheryl's here. Meri too is here. Bless her heart. Laura Vasquez says, open that card, Meri. Open that card. Thank you you just bless me every time you send stuff. She sent me double-sided tape, and I checked the other day, and they still didn't have it in. And they didn't have envelopes in, and they didn't have wax paper in. Now, I got wax paper and parchment paper over at Walmart. And I was in they moved their wax paper aisle. It used to be in with the grocery section, and they kind of moved it off to the side of the grocery section in its own paper goods aisle. And I went over there, and I was hunting I found the parchment paper, but they have 20 rows, seems like. They have all these rows of aluminum foil of every kind and flavor that you could imagine. And I was looking around, and there was a guy there. He wasn't a clerk. And I told him, I said, I'm looking for the wax paper. And he says, right down there. He found it for me. I thanked him. I said, you should be a clerk. He probably said he didn't pay me enough. But that guy, I don't know who he is or who he was, but he helped me find my wax paper. Nobody's perfect, Sharon says. Well, I certainly don't even qualify for the first letter of the word. Post office considers it media mail. It's not cheap to send now. Oh, yeah. Laura's package cost her almost $6.50 to send. Plus, she put in the tape, and she put all these beautiful, I'm going to call these bookmarkers. I don't think there are magnets in there. I'm not sure what's kind of a clip, but I'll put these in my journal. I think these are kind of page markers here. She can straighten me out if I'm wrong. Let's see, who am I missing? Cheryl, Sharon, Becky, Melody, Dee Dee was in here. Icy, hi Icy, welcome. Lori, Lori found me. Mina, Leah. Okay, I'm not going to be on too much longer. I'm going to do my thrift haul and my book haul. Let's do the thrift haul first. And I might have to zoom out if I can. The thrift haul. Here's my thrift haul. It's in a basket. It's in a basket. Let me zoom out. It's a basket. Let me turn it this way. And I like this basket. It's a fairly large one, but I have a lot of yarn balls that I wound up and they're falling all over the place. I was going to get some, you know, I'm making that embroidery ornament. I need to stitch it up yet, but I wanted some, and gosh, it's so expensive retail. What I looked at in the store was like $6, and I think I paid, what did I pay for this? Oh, did she take the tag off? I think I paid about $1.50 or something on it. I don't see the tag. Oh yeah, it's $1.50. Of course, it's been used, but there's still quite a bit left. So I got some fiber fill because I want to do that ornament. And then this I probably paid a little bit more than I should. I tried to see. It looks like there's a good amount of it left. This is Heat and Bond. And I know this is expensive in the store too. Heat and Bond. So I got that. And you guys help me here. I bought these because I could not stand to leave them. These are Norman Rockwell tapestries. And I have no, if any of you are interested, maybe you have grandsons or nephews or whoever. My nephew was really interested. Let me get this. This is Norman Rockwell tapestry. It measures, does it give the size? It's a panel. Choosing up. And let's see what it says here on the back. It doesn't give the size. 18-inch pillow forms. So therefore, are they pillow forms? No, I think it's just the front of it. It's just the front. But they're all sports related. And I'm not so much into this, but I couldn't stand. They were $1, and I couldn't stand just seeing them there. You know, I just had to get them. And if you guys are interested, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook or email me. This one looks like a basketball huddle there or something. Could be soccer. He's got a bandage on his. Let's see what it says on the back. Does it say? It may be used for framing, wall hangings, or wearable art. I don't really have a use for these, but they were too cool just to not get. And if you're interested in all of them or any one of them, let me know. And I'll just wrap them up in some paper and say, it can't be that much. That's, you know, probably the odd size will cost me a little more, but it can't be that much to send to you. I have no use for them. This has to be football, first down. So I'll just keep them here until somebody speaks up. I might show them in Fib Diggity. Or if you know of somebody who might want them, let me know. All right. So then I got, Becky's getting all sorts of yarn. I don't find the yarn. I think there's a lady who's very interested in yarn. I did find this original Rue Designer handbag kit to crochet a choice of 6 3-color designs. And so it's got all the yarn in it. It doesn't look like it's ever been opened. I paid $2 for it. And it looks like it's even got the leather, maybe a leather bottom here. You can't see it. But it says six different designs, and this is one of them here. I will probably do this. See, it looks like it's got a leather bottom. It looks like they crocheted around there. So, and I paid, I think $2 for this. $2 for it. It's never been opened. And it's kind of a dark, looks like a charcoal and a burgundy and another dark charcoal in there, it looks like. I see white there. I don't see the white in here, but that's okay. So I got that. That I will probably work up. Let me get this basket out here again, because I'll have to refill it. And then I just bought this. This is just a package. And I got these at that Catholic store. They do such a good job. And Becky, look, they put theirs in. They have tape, but the tape is around the bag. And I so appreciate them not putting tape on the fabric. They did put tape on fabric on this other one, though. But this is just white muslin. And I thought batik or dye or, you know, I'm always wanting some sort of white. And there's several pieces in there. Several different pieces. Looks like one has stitching on it. I paid $3 for that. I'm not going to open it. Then I got this, which I thought was really pretty. This is the one that has, I've got this basket in my lap. I paid $3 for it. It's the sun and moon. Sun and moon design. Well, moon, but I think the sun is here too. You just can't see it. Sunshine there. I like this design a lot. And then this is Christmas fabric, and there's quite a bit of it there. Let's see, did they give the yardage? No, it just says fabric pieces. So this might be more than one piece. It may be cut at various pieces in there. But that'll be nice for Christmas. Then I paid $1 for this. Look, it's never been, this is Walmart. 1 yard. You pay close to $5 or $6 for this retail. It's never been opened. I paid $1 for it. And then here's some 4th of July flags. I'm going to keep this out because that's coming up. And here's some cotton batting and a piece of bling and some more fabric here. So most of what I got at the thrift store was fabric and that crochet. But I'm going to use this big basket here. Let me get it out. This big basket here, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to put my yarn balls in there because they're falling all over the floor. I'll have to move that fabric in the other room. So that was my thrift haul. I did the mail and I've done the thrift. Now let me turn around and let me put this fiber fill back in the bucket and let me load up my basket again. Now, what I have to show you is, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I like to watch the marketplace on Facebook. And let me get it out here. Let me get it out. Because I do get some bargains there and I can go pick them up locally when I go to town. This is a bag of books. Now I paid $10 for it. But wait till you see what's in here. And Dee Dee was talking about my mom's books in her chat the other morning. Said, Meri, you need to get them out and do something. Well, these books are similar to my mom's books, maybe even a little better. What caught me was these Reader's Digest. You see a lot of plain covered Reader's Digest. Looks like it's got a little stain there, but that's okay. You don't find a lot of these patterned Reader's Digest anymore. And it's not patterned, the fly page isn't patterned. But look, and I want to do some altered books. This one is fairly nice. I'm not going to do it right away. This one I want to save back because I want to show it to you more. Put it over here. And there are some that are just perfect for altering. The lady who sold them to me said, what are you going to do with them? And I told her I like to alter books. And we had quite a nice conversation online. But after I got home and looked at them, I'm going, these are perfect. Because look at this one is already, this one's just ready to be altered. The book cover is off of it. And it's faded on the back. Looks like it's stained there for some reason. I don't know why. But I was looking at this. I love to take this stuff apart. I love this gauze on the binding here. This is just yummy stuff. And the pages. The pages are aged. And, you know, it's just perfect to alter because it's already falling apart. And there's not any illustrations in there, but you can do a lot with this type of a book. So that one's a yummy one. That one's probably one I'll work on first. Here's another one, the same condition. It's falling apart. It's a family book of best loved poems. And look, it's got this says, to my dear sister for Christmas, enjoy always, Angie. Looks like it's signed by an Angie or Anne. Christmas of 2007. But the book itself, the copyright on the book is 1952. My youngest brother was born in 52. And it's got all this poetry in it. Now, I like to read, but I do like snatches of poetry. Little things. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Thus the little minutes, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. And a visit from St. Nicholas, wee Willie wink 'em a nod. So there's a lot of poetry in here. That reminds me of my mom a lot. She liked this type of books. This one is American Poetry and Prose. So here's another book that was Merry Christmas from Angie in the family, 2007. So she found all these books and gave them to her sister for Christmas. This one is dated, copyright is 1925. So this obviously was a book that somebody loved poetry and her sister gave them to her for Christmas. Here's another one ripe for altering. Look at that. Look at that yumminess. We call this yumminess. Other people call it ready for the recycling. We call this yumminess, don't we? And it's on the Mississippi, the Riverboat Boys. And you can hardly see the Riverboat Boys in there. And see the pages it's falling apart. Let's see if it's got what it has in here. Property of age 13, Sanborn, Nebraska. I think Sanborn is the name of the young man because there's also a sketch here at the back where he drew a horse. You can hardly see it. It says Sanborn, age 13. Something buck. Let him buck or look at him buck. And he's on a horse, bucking bronco on a horse there. And he did something over here, but it's all blurred out. But I just love this type of art found in books, especially by children. Oh, look at this one. I didn't see this one. Let's see. It says, well, I got something that shot. And I don't know what it is. Make the first shot, I shot a little high at the first. It looks like he's trying to shoot a rabbit or something here, and his tongue is falling out of his mouth there, and it looks like something there, an animal of some sort. And then it says, well, I got him something shot. I can't read the writing. This is what a young boy would do. But I love finding those type of things in these books. And you can see the book is, what is the date on this? And the person, Sanborn, he's probably an old man or gone now. I don't see a copyright date because the pages is missing. It starts with page 5. And let's see if it's back here. No. So I don't know. It looks old. I would probably say 1910, 1920, up in there. And here, this one's not as exciting, but I like the size of it. It's a agriculture yearbook of 1923, and it's all about agriculture. And if you like these kind of charts and drawings, they're good mixed media pieces. This would be something I would not hesitate to look. It would make a wonderful, look how thick it is. It would make a wonderful book to do drawers in, but that's quite a project in itself. But put boxes in here, that's quite a project in and of itself. I'm going to put that back in. Let's see. There's nothing on the bottom. She gave me the bag free. I was expecting a grocery set. Then I got a couple more of these Reader's Digest books. This one I really like. I like the design on it. But the cover is, the spine is, I think it's on this side. The spine's coming. Well, no. Yeah, the spine's coming loose. Here it is. The spine's coming loose there. But, you know, you can repair that. Just glue it back down if you want. But these make nice journals. And I got it especially for, I probably would not cover this or anything. I did buy some metal letters at the Dollar Tree for my desk journal to do 2023. And then there's this one. This is a Reader's Digest Best Loves books. I think this one's a little newer, but I love the design on it. I would not recover these. I was thinking on these, if I make a journal out of this, which I very easily could, do a desk journal out of this, instead of the stories here, because I would be cutting all of these out, just put little pieces of leather there. That would be fun to do, little snippets of leather. So that's my book haul. And I love everything. I did not need more books. I snuck them in while my brother wasn't looking. Oh, I have one more book to show you. I saved it out here. Let me put these back and get it off my desk, because this one is fairly interesting. Well, not fairly, it is interesting. And I'll probably have to take these books upstairs, because, except for a couple that I might work on. But I've got so much going here that I'm not going to be on too much longer. Let's see what I got here to show you. Here's my parchment paper. Here's my wax paper. And I got some tubing. Now, last year, I bought everything to make water features. You can do that with you buy the little fountain attachment, and I got 2 of them from Amazon last year, but I couldn't find the tubing. And I didn't order it, and I just kind of set it aside. Well, I was looking in Walmart, and I said, I'm going to look and see if they got any tubing in, and they did. So I'm going to try to make a water feature, which is a little fountain. They're very easy to make, and the fountain itself is solar powered. And I thought that would be fun to do. I'm going to put these down here where I can get at them. And let's see, what else do I have to show you? Hold on. Let's see what I have here. Oh. What do I have here? Oh, I got some Dollar Tree. I bought some of these little, I got some of these last year, but I wanted 2 more for my, I've got 2 hanging baskets that don't have these on it. They hang off the edge. They got little edges here. They just hang. And they're really cute on the planters. And then I bought some artificial flowers. I was going to mix these in. Our peonies are blooming. I was going to mix them in, and I didn't get it done. So we'll save them for next year probably. All right, let's see. I got another Dollar Tree bag. Oh, Goodwill. I vented about Goodwill the last time I was on because I went to the dentist. I'll take these outside. I went to the dentist in a town that I do not normally go shopping at Goodwill, and their prices were horrible, and I was venting about it the last time I was online. I mean, $7 or $8 for used goods, and a basket like this probably would have been $5 or $6 at that other Goodwill. But our local Goodwill still is halfway reasonable. This basket cost me $1.99, and I will use this. I'll probably put a liner in it so things don't fall. But I got that. I thought that was reasonable. And then, Lord knows why I bought this. Because I don't need another journal. But this cost me $4, which I probably paid a little bit more. But I was thinking a nice art journal. You know, I could have maybe a 3-inch spine or 2.5-inch spine and have these on the cover. So I'll probably be taking this apart. And then I was thinking I could put this is canvas here, but it's got a nice wooden frame. And this will make, after I get the canvas taken off, put a tray on the wooden piece or even a strong cardboard and make a tray out of it. Because I'm always liking trays. I got a tray over here that's starting to fall apart on me. It's kind of wide, but... So I got that at Goodwill just because I went in and checked the prices. I will say they were not too busy in there, though. They were not too busy. And that kind of concerned me because their prices were a lot more decent than the other Goodwill. Oh, the other thing I bought at Walmart, Super Tips. I got those because some of my Super Tips are drying out. So I bought me a new package of Super Tips. And I have another sack here from the Dollar Tree. Not much in it, but I'll show you what I got. I did pay my bills this month. I got some stickers that I thought were pretty. I'll be using those. I bought some Job's fertilizers. I like to stick these in my hanging baskets because the water runs through. And then I bought some Dollar Tree glue sticks just for to put paper stuff in my journals. Not for glue booking. For temporary stuff, or if it stays, fine. If it doesn't, fine. And then I bought some of these metal numbers. I want to put 2023 on my desk journals. And I had to get 2 packages of them because it's 2023. I needed 2 2s. And then they had these little boxes here. So I got one of these. It just opens up. It's a little suitcase box. Put stuff like this in it. Probably hiding now. So that's kind of my hauls. Oh, I want to show you that other book. Let me put this stuff back in the bag. I probably won't go anyplace for a couple weeks now. Well, we go grocery shopping. I made potato salad today I told Johnny I was kind of lurking in our stream because I didn't want to do a lot of chatting. I just wasn't in the mood. But when I saw that ledger come up for sale, I bid on it, and she said, Meri, you're lurking out there. You're hiding under the bleachers. And Kathy Berg was there, and she was grilling. And she made salmon and, what was it, asparagus? And Johnny said, oh, you're eating healthy. And I said, I'm eating potato salad. Johnny goes, uh-oh, that icky mayo. I'm going, yeah, but our mayo must be pretty good mayo because we like our potato salad. And we had maybe a half dozen eggs, maybe 7 eggs left. And I needed to use up the potatoes. I used up our potatoes, and we have onions. I went out in the garden and got onions. And yeah, made good potato salad. And I did use mayo. Seasoned it all up. We had it for supper tonight. Becky said he shot a rabbit. Oh, is that what he shot? A rabbit. Becky said she moved to the bed. She's hiding under the covers. Well, I want to show you that book, and then it's 9 o'clock. I'm not going to stay on too late tonight. I'm frustrated myself getting on, and I just want to go read a book. I want to go read my books. I wanted to read the Elm Creek series of Jennifer Cheverini. She's a Madison, Wisconsin author. And I've been reading all of her novels, her historical novels, and I enjoy them, but I've read them all. And I wanted to go back and read her Elm Creek series, which is all about a kind of a quilting, not little quilting paperback novels. Elm Creek turns into a quilter's club kind of in the novel. And I wanted to go back, and I've read them, but I want to go back and read them because it's been a couple of years. Well, they sold our local library got rid of all the Elm Creek books. So they have this series of books about tea. They're also little paperback mystery novels. It's based on a tea shop, TEA. And the author is Laura Childs. You guys may have heard of her. I'm not really familiar with all of the authors out there. But I'm going, I hope they don't get rid of all the books. But I'm going to tell her next time again, don't sell those books. Don't put those books. Don't get rid of them until I've read them all. So I checked out 3 of them. There may be about 20 of them in this series. Cheryl said they had macaroni salad tonight. That sounds good too. I'm going to make some peach turnovers tomorrow. I made my brother, because when we went down to put flowers on my parents' grave, I didn't dress up or anything. I didn't want to get out of the car, except, in the graveyard. Who cares? But I kind of had my leggings and a big old shirt on, and I didn't want to go in the store. So I made my brother go in and get a package of Cool Whip, because we like Cool Whip. And the last time I made pie, I did a strawberry rhubarb, and I didn't have enough to do a pie because it would have been a really thin pie. It would have been more of a tart, which would have been okay. So I made turnovers, and we enjoyed those. And we like our extra creamy Cool Whip. My brother likes it a lot. We can't keep it. I can't keep it. We have to buy 2 of them. But he enjoyed that, and we got peaches left from last August, Colorado peaches, and I want to use them up. So I'm going to make some peach turnovers tomorrow. Becky said she's tired. Good night, Becky. You have a really good weekend. I'm going to go out and watch your videos. I'm going to review this book, and then I'm going to sign off too. This book look how wide. It's dated 1941. I think that's the year that 41 or 42, that World War II, that United States entered World War II. But this spine has to be 3 inches. And it is, look at this. Now, we'll come back to this page. This is a book of modern poetry. And Avon House, 1941. And I want to say that they're kind of people who sent in poetry, because these are not all famous names. Look, this was in there. Scribble marker. But what was in here was really cool. And this is what the gal who sold me these books and I got to talking about. And this is an interesting note. She says, my poems are on page 107. I thought you might search all day before you found them, like searching for a needle in a haystack. And when you had found it, you know the rest of the best poems are found on page 549. So I have a feeling that somebody else wrote poems on page 549 that she knew. And it could have been the person that, let's see, is 549 in here? 537, 47. By Cosette Faust Newton. Difficult Target, Sing Me, and War Dawn, Pioneer, Spring. So she must have known this person. But it's so neat. And then there's some other poetry that she put in here. I don't know if these are hers or not. But as you flip through here, she's cut out poetry, but that's not the end of it. In here someplace, this has the Nebraska River poems of 1942. Now, I don't think that these are all Nebraska, but these are. And I think this author of this book was from Nebraska. And in here someplace, and the book is falling apart, in here someplace is a picture, a newspaper clipping. Where is it? Where's the newspaper clipping? Is it at the back? Of her. What happened to it? Here it is. Let me turn this around. And you guys may not be able to see it unless you can zoom in. Let me hold this book up. Cora May Broomfield. And she points to this lady. And what I want to do, you guys can't see it because it's real small. I'm going to zoom in on this. This whole picture would be neat to do sketches from, but I'm going to zoom in on her. A 4-time author was the guest of the press department of the North Platte Women's Club. So this lady must have been from North Platte, Cora May. And her poems are on page 107. We'll go look at those. Held at a tea. I love it, at a tea. I've been reading this book series about tea. A tea shop down in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. At the home of Mrs. George Lannon, state president of Ars Poetica. Seated left to right, and then it lists all the names of the ladies seated. And then standing, let me find it. Standing was Madam's Arthur Hunt, which would be this lady. And then it says Earl Brownfield. And they called her Earl, which is probably her husband's name. But it's Cora May Brownfield. And that's the lady whose poetry, as you see over here, Cora May is this lady here. And if you go to page 107, and I really like her poems, and they're Nebraska related. Let me get there, and they're short. They're just a couple verses. This is really a cool book. And what I thought I would do with this book, well, let me get here first. I'm getting off track. 103, 105, 107. Here, it says prairies. You know, Nebraska, this is the center poem here. I know I'm not zoomed in, but Nebraska is prairie. Most of Nebraska. Out in the west, you'll hit the sand hills, and there's a lot of prairie in Nebraska, but she wrote a poem about it. It says, "Prairie, you called to me. Prairies, you called to me with your sunshine and flowers, your blue gray, gauzy clouds, and brave sweet flowers. Your dewy mornings and mad winds that sweep past, that pour out your fragrance on the angry blast. Prairies, you called to me, breath of the wild rose, and gray desert sage that the rude wind blows. Wearied and lonesome in your deep canyons below, you awaken in memories of years long ago." So, and then she has I'm not going to read it. She has a poem about gathering flowers and what democracy means to me. Those are her 3 poems. And it says Cora Mae Brownfield up here. And I think she's from North Platte. Now, what I thought I would do is take these pages, her pages that she's, and this one is on the cover, and I don't know if I can say that out. I'm hoping I can. I don't want to, yeah, I think I can if I'm very, very careful here. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm tired. Remove this. I might try to remove the page behind it and pull this page out and this page and put them in a special spot with her poem. And maybe, because this book will make a nice journal again. Look how thick it is. Look how thick it is. And you know, I can use these poems on cards, on art, whatever. I'm sure all of these poetry, pieces of poetry here, were what she cares about are these pieces here. And I want to preserve that. Looks like there was one here that got ripped out. Somebody wanted it. So this is what, so I got what? 8 books, I think, and I paid $10. So I paid what? 8 into 10 goes 1 with 20, about what? $1.20 approximately. Between $1 and $1.20 each for these books. And you know, when they're in this condition, they're headed for the dump anyway. Well, this, I wouldn't say she was going to throw them away because I got these from a person, but in a library would discard these books. So if you find books like this and you like altered art and you like to alter books, don't hesitate to pick them up. And I know I've got at least 25 boxes of my mother's books. I moved them all upstairs. All right, so there we go. I don't know if I can get out of my room tonight. I want to thank you all for coming. I'm going to go delete those other videos where I was so frustrated. I've got leggings on here tonight. Let me turn my camera a little here. Did I get it? Prairie's Love. Oops, I really did get it, didn't I? Well, there it is. We'll leave it like that. Thank you, Cheryl. Becky, good night. Sweet dreams. I want to wish you all a happy, happy Memorial Day weekend. Please be safe out there. Memorial Day, if you're driving, please be safe. If you're barbecuing, be safe. I want to thank Danny and Sharon Lombard and Laura Vasquez for the happy mail. And stay tuned for what I'm going to do in June. I haven't quite worked it all out yet. It'll depend. I'll let you know one way or the other. So, and I'm going to try to get back into the groove of doing my streams. We'll see. You know, if I'm not on, and especially like on Monday and Wednesday mornings, even Friday mornings are kind of impromptu for me. Tuesday and Thursdays, I tell you, I really spaced them out this week. I just could not make myself get in here. So I will be back on tomorrow, Saturday. The only thing I know for sure, I know there's people that come on Saturday mornings, but the only thing I know for sure is Beth Schuler comes on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern. And Sunday mornings, Chris Clue, am I pronouncing that right? Chris, she's been streaming early Sunday mornings, like 6 or 7 Central. And I think Tanya's on vacation. Sunday night, I will be back. Knock on your desk. So I'm going to call it an early night. I want to thank you guys for your company. You guys are a blessing to me, and I certainly appreciate you. So go out, enjoy your life. You only get one. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.